extra acting bad. Pull up like parades on parades, extra with the slayer. Pay what it call for the tail, extra with the bag. Young Cruiser King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Underway at Allegiant Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ballgame, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Raiders at 11-4 now on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Short little throw to Ebron. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Jacobs. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out here with the option left. And he works free. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down. Here's Davis Price. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. And Lance again going to keep it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
The game at 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to get this drive started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Now Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Second and goal from the 1. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Jonathan Abram hits it.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Feather in the cap for the defense. Better quarterback so far this season. And another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan. And they have their guys with rare visibility to roll out and how to defend against it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run the draw with Jacobs.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. going to throw.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Read option. Here's Davis Price. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. 2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. And a short gain down to about the 33. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
Shoves him aside. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr.
Well, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Here we go. 6 yards left on 2nd down. 2nd down, and again it's Davis Price.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Davis Price will try to pick it up.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Davis-Price. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ty Davis-Price with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Carr now on 1st down. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And some space here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Lance's throw caught by Gray. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On third down, here's Davis Price. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package, almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Davis Price bowling his way into the end zone for a touchdown. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch. Made at the 24-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, the left side throw complete to Adams. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. To throw is Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and weighing in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And that's going to be to Adams. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Here's Carr to throw. Touchdown, Raiders. Keenan Allen from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch. Made over 21-yard line. The Niners take over first down 10. Their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On second down, here's Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
First down, San Francisco.
Handoff right side, Davis Price. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Ready.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Going for it, here's Davis Price. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
But sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Trey Lance, 42 yards. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch. Made at the 21-yard line. The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop. Got to figure now after getting that that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Here's Carr. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw that 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Throwing his Carr. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go. But they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Another touch for Davis Price. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Niners, they improve their mark to